We gotta stay in the spirit, stay on point. You gotta endure whatever it takes. All work, no talk. I'm not ashamed. Angels with us right now. Take this armor. You ready for war? And he got a master plan. Abba showed us to play in advance. About to hit the gas on them. We still standing. I've been praying so hard. I'm about to pray again. Abba got a master plan. Who gonna endure to the end? And we back with the pressure again. Don't get caught in perpetual sin. We gon' burn if we never repent. Tell me who gonna endure to the end? Abba showed us to play in advance. It was written, no changing the plan. I'm trusting my fate in his hands. I ain't scared, I'm taking the stand.
I don't know, it just came up. It's like a cartoon for Job.
Let me ask you, when it comes to the Bible, what's the thing that attracts you most?
Honestly, I think it's words. It's beyond words of wisdom. It's like history. History books, you know. It's not like it's not the truth. So
we agree with that. It's a history book. It talks about a people, a history of a people, how those people got from their homeland, to across the world. You know, there's the scripture it talks about as a nation that's scattered abroad, to and fro. What's your background?
Baptist. Used to work really hard and don't work hard anymore. But,
like ethnic background.
like white mostly.
Okay. Gotcha. Now, let's say the Bible, it talks about the people that did all these different atrocities in the world. Because you believe in karma? Like,
yeah. Okay, yeah, you see it all the time in the Bible.
Right.
I mean, it's just a word, you know, karma. It doesn't mean it's like Hindu or anything like that. It's just, you know, but yeah.
Okay. So, when you open up, I know Job is a perfect example. He says, let me get Job 9:24. Because we like to go into the Bible, but oftentimes when we read it online or we listen to it online, we miss a lot of the key details in it. And let me get Job. Job, he does a great job of depicting how this world is today. It's something that was written thousands of years ago, but it applies to today. So read that.
Job to the 9 verse 24.
Read up.
The earth is given into the hand of the wicked.
Now, would you agree with that?
Absolutely.
Now, who are in control, or who are the ones that's in authority today?
The ones oppressing everybody. You know,
Like Jewish people, like Trump is in office or Biden is in office. Those are the main people that's in control of this world right now.
Yeah, I mean, but well, from an American perspective, I mean, there's Macron, there's you know, people in Africa, people in Brazil. I mean, that we don't even know their names. You know, these leaders, and they're just as bad as everybody else. It's always the top tier, you know.
Absolutely. Probably 292. So, do you think that a lot of the world, the way that it's run and the way that people are in this world, do you think they're happy with how things are? Because I know, even looking at the community right now, like there's rundown buildings, not even a couple miles away. There's high towers, there's luxury apartments, and people are living a good life. But not even a couple miles away, there's people outside. Hey, you got spare change? I didn't have food for the last 3-4 days. Things, it's not necessarily fair. How y'all doing today?
Great, how are you?
Wonderful. Y'all believe in God? We're talking about God.
Well, that's wonderful, but we got to get back to work. We're working each our block. We're on lunch.
Okay, gotcha. All right, go ahead and read that. Proverbs 29 and 2.
Proverbs 29 verse 2.
Read up.
When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice.
So right now, I can see that people aren't rejoicing. People aren't really happy with the situation that they're in. Go ahead.
But when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn.
So, going back to what Job said, he says the wicked are in authority. Now, if the wicked are in authority and people are mourning, we have to figure out a way how to get them out of that position so that people can start to rejoice, people can start to enjoy their families, their life, and as you were mentioning, not have to work as hard, 60, 70 hours a week. That's crazy.
Oh yeah.
There's no time, there's no balance.
Yeah, I worked over 100 hours for 10 years. I have 100 hours a week. I live in Los Angeles. But I worked my butt off.
First that's just 6 to 9. So, would you want to reverse that? Would you be okay with reversing that?
I don't know. Not at this point.
No, you don't want to work.
No, I don't want to work 100 hours a week again.
Right. Okay.
That was ridiculous. It was hard labor, man. That was not easy.
So why'd you do that?
I don't know. Because the movie industry. I got my degree over in Orlando. I worked as a special effects artist for 17 years, and worked on movies you've heard of and stuff like that. It was fun while I was doing it, but people don't realize how much hard work it is to do. It's a hard work, 18-hour days every day. You know, it's only sleep and work, and that's it. There's no nothing, no time off or nothing. They're always working.
So that is why we promote the Bible history, and there's certain things that the people of this Bible have to do in order to change 100 hours a week. That's even worse than 60. So let's read this. 2 Ezra 6 and 9.
2 Ezra chapter 6, verse 9.
Read out.
For Esau is the end of the world.
Yep. So right now, the one that's in authority is Esau. The Caucasians, the Germans, the Europeans, the Swiss, the Jewish people, they're the ones that's in power right now. Go ahead.
And Jacob.
This is saying they're the end of the world. So once the world ends, meaning their rulership ends, go ahead.
And Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth.
Right? So, going back to Proverbs says when the righteous are in authority, the people will rejoice. They'll be happy. They'll be loving what they're doing. So now, we have to figure out Jacob. Who is Jacob? Because once their rulership starts, then we'll start to turn in this world. So let's get, if you look at the sign right here, what we found in history, prophecy, and archaeology, these people consistently fit these curses. The curses of, you know them?
I know him.
Oh yeah,
Danny Trejo.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we worked on a film with him. It was The Crow, Part 3. It was it was pretty neat. But he ended up hurting his back real bad during the movie. He couldn't even hardly move. Yeah. I mean, he hurt it real bad. Like did something to it, and he couldn't even move. You'll notice in the movie he's all sitting there limping around and stuff the whole time and shit. It's because he really hurt his back.
That's if you see him again, or even different actors, encourage them to look into the Bible, because we get you got some listen, first verse 1 and verse 2. So when it comes to the Bible, there you know about the Israelites. Yeah, Israelites.
Oh yeah.
So the main thing is we care and are concerned about the safety, the peace, the security that there is when it comes to these people right here. And go and read this.
Deuteronomy 28, verse 1.
Yep.
There you go.
And it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
Right. So as you're listening to Job, God is telling these people to listen to his voice closely, because there's going to be blessings. Go ahead.
To observe and to do all his commandments which I command thee this day, that the Lord thy God will set thee on high above all nations of the earth.
And that's the thing. The stipulation is to keep his commandments, so that we can be set on high above all the nations that's on this earth. Now, unfortunately, right now, that's not happening. But I want to give you a mission. You got fun?
We're worshiping money.
Oh yeah, that's a bad one.
Even the ones who say that.
Give you mission. You guys are one of these. If you see any of your friends, whether they're Danny or Hispanic or Native American, whichever, give them that fire and say, hey, you're an Israelite. And I was listening to Job today, came across some Israelites that were talking about the Bible, and they said the earth is given to the hands of the wicked. One of the ways to get the power out of the hands of the wicked is for you to come back and keep God's commandments.
Oh yeah.
That's pretty much it. How do you feel about the things that have happened throughout the history?
I don't know. I'm Irish, so I mean, we had some problems with slavery and things like that too. We were enslaved by the English before. She did shit to us. If there was all the women that were virgins and shit like that, they had to sleep with somebody who was English before they could sleep with someone who was their own race, or their own nationality. I mean, they screwed us over and made me pregnant pregnant by these people and stuff, we had to take care of the kids. You know, I mean, we had to raise their kids like they were our own. They had first dibs on our women, basically. They took all the virginities of all the women and stuff like that. They had first dibs. They're the ones who did it first. We weren't allowed to. All kinds of stuff. If they wanted a kid or they wanted one of our wives or something like that, they just took it. It's like, this is our property, it's ours. They whisk them away and all gone, you know. So I don't know. It's pretty messed up, you know. The people have been doing this forever. You know, all races, all you know, nationalities, all of this, you know, everybody. There's evil everywhere. You know, anywhere you look, there's evil. You know.
And the only way to combat that is, I would say, come back to God's law.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Everything else is people are doing what they want to do, what they feel like is right. But even in the eyes of you can say a child molester, what they feel like is right is dealing with the child.
Yeah.
But that's because they don't have that moral discipline or moral compass.
Mm-hmm.
So, do you know about the difference between chattel slavery and, I believe it was, the other one was chattel slavery and indentured servitude?
No, I don't know the difference.
So chattel slavery is when you have your children, let's say I have children, and we have they're born, and they're going to be given, no matter what I do, what they do, if I'm free, they're still going to, actually I won't even be free. We're guaranteed, we have no sort of future. Like, we don't put ourselves in that position. It's just, all right, once I have a child, that's instantly going to the slave master. If they have a child, instantly going to the slave master. Whereas indentured servant is deciding that, okay, you know what, I'm going to work for this person because they're going to provide food, water, shelter, but anything that you produce as an indentured servant goes to that slave owner. So that's the difference between like the Irish slavery and the transatlantic slave trade.
Yeah, the Jews had it too. They had the bond servants, and they'd make them put their ear on the door of the cathedrals, and you know they'd cut their ear. You know, they'd stick a knife through it and cut their ear. But they'd work for a certain amount of time and for a person, and you know, sometimes they were like treated like family, you know, other times not so much, but
so it says, this is from Brainly.com. It says chattel slavery and indentured servitude were two forms of labor that were used in the Americas. The main difference between chattel slavery and indentured servitude is that chattel slavery involved the ownership of a person, whereas indentured servitude involved a contract between two parties. So in that, it's you know, we don't read the full contract details, but in that contract it says, you know, anything that you produce belongs to that person that you signed the contract with. And because we don't read those details, like the fine print, it's unfortunately we get, you can say, sidetracked. Like, you know, this is a good deal. Food, water, shelter is covered, but everything else we don't even look into that. That's definitely got to read the contracts.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I gotta go, my friend. It was nice talking to all you guys. Have a blessed day, okay?
Thank you.
I wanna try it, so it's all with his head. Repent, the time is now, cause you can't talk.